Hey guys, Dan Greer, Eclipse DOT, coming at you today from beautiful Southwest Colorado. We got some CDL training going on in the background over here. I'm just kind of chilling, waiting to do the tests later because I'm the tester guy right now. Anyways, if you want to become a CDL tester and you're interested in that kind of stuff, give me a shout because I'm definitely looking for some testers and some CDL trainers all the time. Good ones, not crappy ones, somebody with a great attitude, somebody who's willing to help. But that's not the point of this, okay? Beep, beep, back the gravy train up. Let's get back to where we're going. All right, so the whole reason I started this video is because I wanted to talk about driver qualification files. Now, there's a ton of things that have to go in driver qualification files, right? So, like, you've got to have the driver's application, which has to have so much crap in it. It's got to have like their name, social security number, date of birth, driver's license number, the date of the application, signatures. I always recommend having a Fair Credit Reporting Act in there. Clearinghouse disclosure can be part of the driver's application. Just get them all to sign all this stuff at first. VOEs, verification of employment, background screenings, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, you also got to have employers in there, and then they've got to like list the employers for the past 10 years if they're a CDL driver, or past 3 years if they're a non-CDL driver. So, all that stuff there's a few questions and stuff like that that's got to be in there. So if you got questions on driver qualification files for the application, give us a shout. We'll hook you guys up. I totally recommend that you check out .docs, DOTDOCS.com. It has an online driver qualification management system. It is probably the best one on the market. No, there's no probably about it. It is the best one on the market. Not to mention, it's actually up to date. It wasn't designed in like the 90s. It was designed by truck drivers for truck drivers, so it's easier to use. And it's also designed for companies that don't use trucks for their business in trucking. They use trucks in their business. That's the way it's designed. Anyway, so a few more things that's got to be in the driver qualification file is you've got to have a motor vehicle report. It has to be pulled within the first 30 days of somebody working for you and pulled every year thereafter. Certificate of violations, that has to be done within the first year. Annual review has to be done within the first year. If they're a non-CDL commercial driver, so they're operating like that Dodge back there pulling a trailer and it's a non-CDL vehicle, then they have to have a road test in their file if they don't have their CDL. If they're operating tankers or long combination vehicles, they have to go through special training for long combination vehicles, and you have to have that in their file as well as a road test for like doubles and triples. And then for tanker vehicles, they've got to have a road test on file, even if they have a tanker's endorsement on their license. And let's see, there's a few other things. You gotta have the clearinghouse release in there, and you've also got to have the clearinghouse query. Query has to be pulled and come back as not prohibited, and you have to have that in their file if they're a CDL driver before they can start driving for you, kind of like a drug test. The drug test does not go in their driver file, but you gotta have a drug test on file for them before they start operating. It has to come back negative. Let's see, so we got the driver's app, we've got a driver's license, we've got their med card, we've got their clearinghouse release, their clearinghouse query, their MVR, motor vehicle report, the COV, certificate of violations, background checks or verification of employment for the past 3 years for any and all DOT jobs, make sure they didn't fail a drug test there. And then we've also got to have road tests if they need it. And here's a kicker. If they've had their CDL less than a year, or if they don't have a CDL, then they have to have ELDT, entry-level driver training, in their file as well, and that can be conducted in-house. It does not have to be third-partied out. If you want a super simple solution, that .docs.com has one for you. We're actually building a training platform on it as we speak that's going to allow you to just assign those trainings as they go through them, and you don't have to worry about it. So we are literally taking the complexity out of compliance here at Eclipse DOT. I know that this is a longer video, and I hope that you guys stay tuned and learned a lot through it because there's a ton that goes into DQ files. And here's the thing. I know that it's complicated. I know there's a lot going on it, but here's what I want you to know is that we're here for you. So if you're like, man, dude, that was just like drinking from a fire hose, and this is like one little itty bitty section of DOT compliance, Dan, I want your team's help. Dan, I want your guys' help. Dan, I want you to come in and give us guidance on how to do this right or give us the right processes. Dude, reach out to us. Leave us a comment below. Shoot us a message in Messenger. Shoot us an email, info@eclipse-dot.com or info@docs.com. We'll get you guys completely set up and get you taken care of, and we'll just make sure that you guys are on the right track. All right, hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you later.